In the summer of 2025, Netflix dropped an animated film called
It's Time.
K-Pop Demon Hunters. And within weeks, it transformed from a niche curiosity into a global cultural shockwave. Over 300 million streams, breaking internal Netflix records, dominating social media, and plastering itself across every corner of the internet. The movie was fun.
Hey, this is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here!
Stylish, energetic, but what detonated across the world wasn't the animation, it was the soundtrack. 7 songs charting on the Billboard Hot 100 at the same time. 4 of them sitting comfortably in the top 10, something no movie soundtrack had ever done in the entire history of the Hot 100. And at the center of this explosion was one song everyone knew. Golden. It hit number 1, refused to leave for 6 straight weeks.
I was a ghost, I was alone.
And shattered a record held by animated acts since 1958. But what the world didn't know was that behind this historic moment stood a woman almost no one had heard of. This isn't a story about luck, or timing, or trends. This is about a dream that collapsed, and a new one that rose from its ashes. This is the story of Kim Eun-Jae, or as the world now knows her, EJAE. And until recently, she was invisible. EJAE's story doesn't begin in a studio or on a stage. It begins with a 3-year-old humming K-pop melodies around the house. Melodies her mother overheard, and melodies her uncle insisted meant she was destined to sing. And like that,
when I was 5 or 3, my mom overheard me singing like a bunch of K-pop songs. And my uncle was like, I think she should be a singer when she grows up.
her path was set. She practiced constantly. She dreamed endlessly. And at just 11 years old, she received the call nearly every young K-pop hopeful dreams of. SM Entertainment wanted her, one of Korea's largest entertainment giants. Home to idols she'd worshipped, BoA, SES, Shinhwa. And somehow, they saw potential in her. So in 2003, EJAE stepped into SM's headquarters, not as a fan, but as a trainee. And the training? It was ruthless. Hours of vocal practice, endless choreography drills, language lessons, media coaching, evaluations every month, competition every single day. While kids her age were enjoying childhood, EJAE's life became a revolving cycle of practice rooms, mirrors, and pressure. Everything she did pointed toward one goal: debut. Years passed. Her skills sharpened. Her discipline hardened. But debut after debut rolled out, and she was never part of any of them. Then the unthinkable happened. The girls she trained beside, girls she sang and danced with, debuted as Girls' Generation. They soared to global fame, and EJAE waited. She kept believing the next call would be for her. But instead, she was summoned to a meeting with SM executives. Their message couldn't have been colder. "Thank you, but your time is up."
I mean, I was incredibly devastated. I felt like I let down 11-year-old me because I worked really, really hard. Really, it was not even kidding, blood, sweat, and tears of how much training I did. Hours of singing, hours of dancing, trying to improve. So yeah, I just felt like all that hard work went to nothing. I was just kind of drenched in this whirlwind of like doubt, self-doubt, imposter syndrome. What do I do with my life?
At 23, they said she was too old. Think about that. Over a decade of training. Your entire adolescence spent chasing a single dream. And suddenly, you're told the expiration date has passed. It was over. Or at least, that's what she thought. Most people would have quit right there. But EJAE didn't run from music. She ran deeper into it. She moved to New York City and enrolled at NYU Tisch, studying psychology and the music business. She wanted to understand the creative world from the inside out, not as an idol, but as a strategist. And it was in New York, of all places, that she found something that changed everything. The SoundCloud underground scene. Producers like Taku, Sango, and Shlomo were making things she'd never heard in Korea: experimental, emotional, boundary-breaking music. No rules, no choreography, no evaluations, just raw creativity. She was hooked. She downloaded Ableton, locked herself in her room, and taught herself how to produce music from scratch. Not for fame, not for a paycheck, but because it healed her. Songwriting became the therapy she didn't know she needed. Then something unexpected happened. Word drifted back to Korea that a former SM trainee in New York was writing great melodies. Producers wanted to test her out. Nothing serious, just top-line ideas over existing tracks. And she was good, really good. Her decade of training suddenly became her superpower. She understood what melodies felt good on stage, what energy idols needed to perform, how emotions translated through dance, how Korean and English lyrics balanced each other. She wasn't just writing songs, she was writing experiences. Then came the turning point. She met songwriter Andrew Choi, who sensed her potential immediately. He invited her to a songwriting camp in 2017. The location? SM Entertainment, the same company that had once told her she was too old. But she wasn't returning as a trainee. She was returning as a creator. On her very first day, overwhelmed from a fight with her long-distance fiancé, she poured her emotions into a song. 2 years later, that song became Psycho by Red Velvet. It blew up globally, certified gold in the US. One of the biggest K-pop tracks of its generation. That the girl SM rejected became one of the most in-demand songwriters in Korea. She wrote for Twice, aespa, Le Seraphim, and even major gaming giants like League of Legends and Mobile Legends. She never debuted as an idol, but she found her place in the industry anyway. Life, however, wasn't done with her. By 2020, EJAE wasn't just active in the industry, she was becoming a defining voice behind it. So when director Maggie Kong approached her about a mysterious Netflix project involving K-pop idols who battle demons, it felt strangely perfect. EJAE knew K-pop inside out, not from books or research, but from lived experience. She understood syllable rhythm, emotional beats, how choreography shapes melody. Her early demos were so polished, so fully realized, that they played a significant part in convincing Netflix to greenlight the film. But then something happened no one expected. The directors didn't just want her songs. They wanted her voice. They asked her to be the official singing voice for the film's protagonist, Rumi. For EJAE, this was terrifying. This wasn't behind-the-scenes work. This wasn't quiet creation. This was performing, again, something she'd been rejected for. Old fears resurfaced. Old wounds reopened. Old doubts whispered.
Being a trainee, I've heard many times that my vocal was too dark or like too husky, too gritty, not feminine enough, not clean. When they asked me to sing Rumi's part, I was very hesitant, to be honest.
But she stepped up anyway, and something miraculous happened. She discovered a version of her voice she had never accessed as a trainee, a voice shaped by emotion, not pressure.
Really, I'm not even kidding, found my range writing the songs. Wow, I didn't know I could sing that high.
She's
Thank you.
really the kind of, really the heart and soul of the movie, because it's so much of her soul in the songs. So we're just having a moment.
No!
Over the next few years, she co-wrote and performed the film's soundtrack, songs like My Idol, Free, Takedown, and How It's Done. But one song was different. One song felt like her, Golden.
Writing Golden, I also was going through a hard time, so I think it was a song I really needed to feel like there's hope, you know?
A song about shining even after being underestimated. A song about reclaiming your worth. A song that belonged to Rumi, but also, unmistakably, to EJAE herself. And on June 20th, 2025, when the film launched on Netflix, the world finally heard her.
Gonna be golden. 영원히 깨질 수 없는.
It's
like a dream come true as a songwriter, and the fact that kids are like so blunt. So the fact that they love it, it's like I feel real proud of myself, you know?
You got like
Nothing, not even Netflix, expected what came next. K-pop demon hunters exploded. Not quietly, not gradually, but instantly. The fictional groups in the movie, Huntrix and Saja Boys, broke US Spotify records, surpassing BTS and Blackpink in peak chart positions. Everywhere you turned, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, the soundtrack was unavoidable. And Golden? It became the song. It reached #1 and refused to budge.
You know, the first thing I said when #1 hit was like, in Korean, like, 너무 잘했어. It's like, 수고했어, meaning like, you did so well. You worked so hard, good job.
And as the world embraced the song, artist EJAE had idolized since childhood began singing her lyrics back to her. Imagine that. Voices she once tried to imitate, now echoing words she wrote.
제 어릴 때 SES 진짜 좋아했거든요. 바다니 엄청 존경했는데 그게 제가 작곡한 노래, 제가 참여했던 노래를 불러주니까 제가 만든 멜로디 라인들을 불러주니까 진짜 울었어요. 진짜 너무 신기해요. 이게 운명이라는 것도 참. 그 바다 선배님이 연락 오셔가지고.
But the numbers, the charts, the headlines, those weren't the real victory. The real victory was internal. When Golden hit #1, EJAE didn't celebrate for the world. She celebrated for the little girl who trained for 10 years waiting for a debut that never came. She finally had an answer for her. It was worth it. And the irony? The company that once thought she had no future as an idol became the first company to trust her as a songwriter. The rejection that crushed her became the reason she succeeded. Today, Golden is still at #1, 15 weeks and counting. It's officially platinum, cementing its place in music history. Netflix is campaigning for an Oscar. EJAE is aiming for a Grammy.
what does the EJ vision board look like?
Just be a great, great songwriter and be like the first, you know, Asian American woman to get a Grammy for as a songwriter. That would be iconic.
But she isn't chasing validation anymore. She's lighting a path. If you have a dream, keep going. Your dream may not arrive the way you planned. It may break you before it builds you.
If you have a dream, keep going. It's so cliche, but it's so true. And not just keep going, work hard. Anything that comes your way, never like half it, you know, and, you know, always give it your 120, 150, 1,000% in it. And so that's what I did. And I feel like when hard work and luck aligns, that's when it happens, you know.
But sometimes, the map you drew isn't the road you're meant to take. Sometimes, the dream changes shape, and that makes all the difference.
You are Grammy nominated. How does that feel?
Very unbelievable. Definitely a dream come true, but like I'm just so honored.